Hi everybody, this is Kay and the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to new viewers, new subscribers. Thank you so much, and a big thank you and appreciation to ones who have subscribed. It is free to subscribe. Not one penny comes from or any other dollar amount that you have in your own country doesn't come out of your pocket to subscribe. And to subscribe, you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. So let's see, collective, what general reading do we have today? Or are you starting off with the wisdom of the Oracle? Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, thank you for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of guidance, protection, and love. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly. Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective that they want to and need to know today, the 23rd of February, 2024? Did any of you check out the 222 portal videos, YouTube videos? If you did, let me know, okay, in the comments. I'd love to hear what you learned or what you knew already, or just any feedback. That'd be great. Thank you. So, the first one is orphaned. Have you been feeling like you're on your own? That you've been left behind? It's a feeling of being abandoned, lonely. Poised, meaning you're ready. You're ready to step out and do what you need to do. Let's see here. And I don't know what, I want to get 3 for some reason. There's the milk and honey. So that's fantastic. Okay, let me see. I want to make sure. I want to give you the goods on these particular first 2 messages. You know what the milk and honey is already. If you watched yesterday's reading, collective. Orphaned, a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. We were all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. I think collective, that's where you're at. Is that the ones that really come back to this channel to watch these tarot card readings, you are in the process of changing your life, basically. Changing your mindset and therefore changing your life. Needing to know more. Needing to know if you have a purpose. And if you do, what is it? Maybe you know you have a purpose, but what is it? I would say the main purpose, the overall underlying purpose for every human being is to remember who you are, to pull back the veil of forgetting and seeing yourself as something you are not. Fear, ego, personality, body, all that sort of thing. We are pure consciousness, one in pure consciousness. All of this whole idea of this whole illusion, the dream, the holographic universes, the matrix, all of this is just, it's a figment of someone's, the highest one's imagination. Now, who's the highest one? Good question, right? Do we really know the highest one? Well, we don't, and we can't say we do unless we're really in touch with who we are inside, which is the soul. Right? So you are been feeling like you don't quite fit in now because your mindset is changing so much that you're having different desires. Like You're thinking differently, therefore you're looking for difference. You're looking for difference, and the difference isn't quite evidential just yet. It's not, because you're possibly with the same old people, same old groups, and whatever that don't think the way you think, and you are now seeing how it's just blatantly obvious. Like, you're so conscious of the differences between what you're now become and now believe about yourself, and the whole, about spirituality in its entirety. That not many people go that deep. They're mostly just scratching the surface, just enough, scratching the surface of who they are, just enough to be able to meet other people of their likeness, right? Like attracts like. Yeah, but what you're doing is you're not just scratching the surface anymore. You're actually going digging down deep into yourself to find out what's been holding you back, limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, ego, which is fears and doubts. Ego, let me be clear. There is only fear and there is only love. That's at the highest perspective of where we are, the Holy Spirit level, which is the voice for God, right? That's in the illusion with us. God is God being stillness, because God doesn't waver. The Holy Spirit is representing God in a wavering illusion, right? To some level, from like 12th D down, 5D. And there's where love abides. It starts at 5D, really. Anything at 3D is more like conditional love. I'll love you as long as you love me. As long as you continue to love me, I will love you. Or I will love you as long as you do what I say. But at 5D, it's unconditional, and it gets higher. It's more and more and more and more, allowing and accepting of all that we see and experience in the 3D, in the hologram. But there is only fear and love at the highest, where your highest self, the Holy Spirit, sits. Sits. Watches over and engages with us from that energetic vibrational level. Okay. God, stillness, when we're in oneness, absolutely stillness, we've dropped our body, we've come to the point where we really know what all of this is about, to the point where we can understand it at least enough to say, I don't want any part of it anymore. Like, I don't want to be part of the illusion anymore. I don't want to come back and pretend to do this and have these experiences that are pretend experiences, because experiences are part of the world, and the world doesn't exist, because it's all an illusion. It's a dream, right? When we leave our bodies and we've gotten to that mindset and leave our bodies, we then get reabsorbed back into oneness. That part of the mind is gone. It's gone into all knowing. No more thinking, just knowing. Consciousness, pure consciousness. That's where you see that there's not even fear, there is only love. Love is all there is. Fear is an illusion. They say that fear, the acronym of fear is I don't know. Fear, you probably know. FEAR, what it stands for. Yeah. But fear is the illusion from this standpoint, from stillness. No vibration. God sees all what's going on. God knows all. God doesn't have to see, he just knows. And he knows that there is only this God. There's only us. There's no us, but it is oneness as one. And it's all unconditional love. It's like the New Testament of the Bible, right? God is only love. God is not the wrath, the angry. Those gods that are in the Old Testament have to do with, the gods of the sky. Okay, you probably don't want to hear that, but and don't believe it yourself, but that's fine. But that's what I have learned. That's what I have come to learn. Yep. And it sinks in. I mean, it fits in with my understanding of why the Old Testament God is so wrathful and angry, and then in the New Testament it's like a 180. And so, like, where's the missing piece here? Where's the missing piece between a wrathful God or gods, right? There's a lot of talk about gods in the Old Testament. New Testament is all about, Jesus' teaching of the one God, oneness, and unconditional love. So what happened? What happened between then and then? The missing link is that the gods who are wrathful are ones that are like actual beings. They're not the omnipotent God that we want to believe in and we should believe in. The all-knowing, the highest of all knowing, the pure consciousness, the stillness. His story, stillness didn't start getting, stillness did not start getting introduced until like Buddha times and Muhammad and Jesus. Really. Unconditional love. That's our focus. That's what our focus needs to be, because that's the truth. A wrathful God is all about fear and trying to control. Okay? Fear mongering and controlling. It's actually bullyish and abusive. But a loving and all loving God is that one. Is that one we aspire to experience unconditional love in our illusion, and be unconditional love in our illusion. Once you become unconditionally loved in the illusion, and it's time for you to drop your body, die, pass on, your soul rises up from just being the soul to the spirit, and now stillness, absolute stillness. Others, they stay in the illusion, and there's this idea of heaven, right? Heaven and hell, whatever, that's all in the illusion. So people who have got their mind there yet to believe in unconditional love, that's all there is, and to behave and think, feel, and behave unconditionally loving to all. Those who have not got their mindset there yet, their belief system haven't pulled the veil back fully yet of forgetfulness of who we really are, when they drop their bodies and pass on, they stay within the illusion. They do. It's like heaven's up here and hell is down here in the lower, like the 2D and the 1D. But heaven is like 12D kind of thing, where the Holy Spirit is, where the voice of God still is. But they're still in the matrix. They're still in the illusion, the holographic universes. It's only until, and this is so important for each one of us to understand, who really, really just want to be able to let go of the illusion and the dream, to really fully wake up from our dream, and then our dreams, the dreams we have in this dream, to fully wake up and just wave it off. It's not like it's nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to worry about. Jesus says, fear not, I'm fearing not. Fear is not going to be my reality anymore, because I'm believing in the truth and the sacredness, the faith. I'm having faith and trust in the protection, that all is fine. And when you do that, when you want that so badly, you seek it. You learn as much as you can. You want to know how to rise above to the 5D and higher, so that you can be sitting here at a particular spot in more of a wisdom, wiser mindset of knowing more than you ever knew before when you're down here, and say, there's nothing down here, first of all, that really, really cranks me up, like motivates me, and what I don't really truly desire, other than doing things that I really enjoy doing. But otherwise, nothing else grabs my attention, because I just don't believe in any of this that much anymore. I just don't have an investment in the matrix thinking anymore. like I used to. I see things operating from a totally different perspective, that everything happens for a reason here at this level. Notice I'm jiggling, because that's like the Holy Spirit, the 12th dimension. You have a much higher perspective now, realizing that all of this was for a reason. And what that reason is that within the game of itself, within the game, the illusion, the awareness of itself, within the holographic universe, the hologram, it's all about learning to, because you come in as a babe, as a blank slate to some extension, because we have multiple lifetimes, right? Blank slate. We come into a family that's going to offer us the opportunities to be either love them unconditionally, and therefore everybody else in your life that you approach and engage with unconditionally, or you learn to love conditionally, like your parents likely were taught that as well. So then they taught you that. So you're either going to come in and know yourself so well, which is very rare, but to know yourself so well that you're going to love everything unconditionally. You're going to forgive your parents for not knowing better, for trying to push their beliefs onto you, conditions and stuff like that. Or you're going to be, and then, going, because it always starts at home. So whatever you do at home, you're going to do that in your outer environment. Your more expanded environment of school and friends and, whoever else you take in as a child growing up, right? And I say this is like a little guide to like a teenager. But, and then young adulthood. Or you just take on your parents and everyone else that you look up to or are under their tutelage or care. You take their conditions. Take their conditions on. You take their beliefs on. And now you become this wounded inner child that is now in you as an adult. It's still there. But if you went the other direction, you're not going to be a wounded inner child. You're going to be developing really quite nicely and healthfully, well-rounded, grounded, well-balanced, just happy, inwardly happy. And it's rare that happens. It's rare, but it does happen. But for the most of us, it's the other way around. So we're going to be growing up with these conditions, and it's going to, because that we're magnets, right? Whatever our heart, if our heart is not being listened to, it doesn't shut down, but it has to regress. It has to pull back underneath. It has to kind of be subservient. And I say that in loose terms, okay? Because our heart, our soul is not subservient. But if we want to experience it, be subservient to the fears that we've piled over top of its light, which is really controlling the amount of light that your soul can come up through all those layers and actually finally shine out. But it's your fears, which is your conditions and doubts and belief and worthiness, your attitude and opinion, beliefs, your mindset, your conditioned mindset is covering your light. And so that is like that soul has not much power to be heard through the heart's desires, right? Because it's so covered over. You see what I'm saying? Like if you put a light bulb down in a box and you start putting blankets, and which wouldn't be smart, but you put blankets and heavy books and other things over top of it, are you going to see the light? Is it going to be able to filter up through all of that? Maybe a little, but not a whole lot. So therefore, that means your heart really isn't at your priority. It's not your priority because you're not really listening to it anyways. You're not listening to your way. So your mind is like at the helm. What is the mind? The ego, which is fear. So there's only fear or love. And if we're so conditioned at 3D lower level, we're not hearing love that much. We're not experiencing that kind of unconditional love that our soul has for us that much. And we really live our lives feeling very unworthy and very alone, feeling orphaned. Whew. Especially if you get a glimpse of that light filtering up. Especially. This is otherwise a void in us that we keep trying to fill. We keep trying to fill with like material possessions, stuff like that, right? We keep trying to fill it because we know there's something missing. There's something lacking in our lives. We think, well, maybe it's our purpose. Well, you weren't really going to know our purpose until we allow the light of our soul to come up and inform us what our purpose is. So we'll always be kind of wondering, and we'll think, oh, okay, this is my purpose. But it really doesn't turn out to be that rewarding or enjoyable or sustaining, right? So it's all about, it really is. It's all about you coming to see the light through any kind of hardships you've been experiencing, that you've come to learn that there's got to be something more to this. There's got to be more than this, because this is just sheer painful. Whatever your experience, relationship problems, whatever, breakup, just not getting hired when you really need a job, you know, to pay the rent, the bills and stuff like that. What else? Health problems, out the yin yang, you know. You just got so many health problems. You're just a wound up ball of like biological issues. Okay, biological issues. So it's like there's just so much going on until you learn some lessons and like be able to look at things that from a different perspective and say, okay, I think I see why now this is happening. I think I see now why. It's all those conditions, all those beliefs, those fears that I'm covering up my soul with from my childhood up until this very point in my life. I think I need to start looking at my subconscious beliefs, my limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, worries that provoke anger, anxiety, and depression in me, that then keeps me at that lower vibration. Now, I put up a couple of really good YouTube videos about seeing, what is it? Now I don't remember, but I just put them up. So there's two of them under the community tab in this channel if you want to have a look at it. It's about being able to protect yourself with learning how to protect yourself with the protective layer energy of divinity, really. And then the other one's about, you know, when your life's about to change, because these certain synchronicities will come up. Okay, so those are very informing. I would encourage you to watch them. I did, and I really enjoyed it, and it's awesome. So anyways, you guys, that's in order for you to find your place, it's going to be a while where you're going to be thinking, I think, so differently than everybody else, that you might motivate you to really just let that all go, let all that, like that which does not no longer serve you, right? Those people and your environment, you might let it go, and to be able to move to be somewheres, either symbolically or physically, where you can actually express yourself. And you know, I found this is a really great platform for me to be a tarot card reader, because I love the divine, and what speaks through these cards is the divine. So I get to play with the divine for the hour or so that I do readings, and I found my place. You know, this is my purpose for now. For now, this, other than the underlying one of letting the illusion go, waking up from the dream, and knowing who I really am, because the veil is pulled back on my mind. I'm no longer have that you know, that veil, like no longer have that forgetfulness of who I am. I've come to remember, not forgetting anymore. I'm coming to remember who I really am, and I'm not this body we call Corey sitting here at this table doing tarot card readings, although my soul is actually operating through this body, because I'm allowing her to, and I call her Verna, So let's go on to poised. I hope that all made sense to you. If not, you can ask me. So poised is being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best. Confidence, you're poised. And then the land of milk and honey, right? Huh. Okay, you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. Yeah, because you've allowed yourself to become a different thinker that has put you in a position where you don't feel like the same as the others. What's that Sesame song? There's 4 things, right? One of these things just doesn't belong here, right? And you're that one that doesn't belong there. The matrix is the other 3. And you're that one that stands out, and they're all looking at you going, who the hell are you now? We don't know who you are anymore, or you be saying that to them. So anyways, carrying on. You know what you need to. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place. I gotta start again. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. This place being your new, where you're sitting right now in your mindset. And you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. So yeah, you're ready to begin something new because you've taken on a new mindset. You've taken on a new promise to yourself that that you're looking at things differently. You're learning more about who you really are, and you're starting to have those, as the video talked about, having adding those new rituals. I don't really like rituals, the word, but rituals into your daily routine. I would normally say routines, but he says rituals into your daily routines. That's self-practice or self-care practices, self-love practices. There's the past. Clover. Luck, happy coincidence, unexpected rendezvous, a fling, good fortune, carefree, a reward, flirt, and short-lived. Okay, I'm going to cut, and then we'll get the present day and near future. But this is the past. Clover, and that's luck, right? A happy coincidence, unexpected rendezvous, a fling, good fortune, being carefree, a reward, flirt, and short-lived. Yeah, because luck is short-lived, right? Luck, it can't sustain luck, because I mean that's just life. Some days are lucky, some days are not so lucky. We have twin flames. Wow. I mean, how many times has this come out in the past week, right? Divine partner, soulmate, activated heart chakra, balancing the yin and the yang energy in you. Reflection, other self, catalyst, awakening, and a mirror reflection. So that's in your present day. That's what's going on right now. Well, let's see. Okay, what's going to happen, because we had the two swans up here where that was a concept that was holding us back. And we were in despair and hitting the wall in a maze. You know, we were just like in confusion and pain, you know, mental, emotional pain. Okay, so we'll see what that one has to say. That's the 1111. Let's talk about the near future. We have Lily. That's beautiful. Look at those 2 flowers. Clover and Lily. Now, I must have warned you, my daughter had a beautiful black cat. His name was Mouse. I've known him ever since kitten. He was just such a regal looking cat, you know, all black with those golden eyes and tall and slender, really long legs. Oh, he was so regal and handsome. She brought her fiance or her boyfriend, because she's married now to him, but her boyfriend brought Lily's home for, I don't know what it was for. And yeah, and just one petal fell on the floor, and the mouse went over there and licked it. I think he chewed some, ate a little piece of it, because she found it in his throw up, right? His vomit, and he died. Because these are highly toxic to cats, lilies. So if you have cats, don't ever bring lilies into your home. And if you have if your cats go outdoor, make sure you don't have lilies growing in your gardens, okay? Even as a potted plant. Just a warning, because it's so sad. We so miss him, and I loved looking at him. He was just so regal looking. Oh, I was quite impressed with him. Very, very impressed. We miss him dearly. So let's, that's a downer, Debbie Downer. Okay. So yeah, just be careful with lilies. I don't think I even read it. Okay. Established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, and retired. Wee! I think somebody's matured here in the near future. Matured. Ready to retire. Maybe not retire, but you've become quite established. Got a new perspective, right? Then this, we'll see. But you're ready to just like retire in the land of milk and honey, let you just to relax into this new abundant, prosperous energy of 5D and higher. Just being totally immersed in all gratitude, being grateful for what you have, excited, having happy expectations about moving forward, just thinking positively, having a whole mindset of like, yes, I can, this I can, yes, I will, and just kind of like living in a totally like that 63,000 average thoughts that human beings have every day. You're and 92% being mostly negative, because we're regurgitating them from the day before and bringing them into today, which will then become our future, our tomorrow, and so forth and so forth. We just keep dragging it and dragging those negative thoughts with us. You will be, what you're doing is that now you have been seriously looking at your negative self-talk that you once had, and those beliefs, those hidden beliefs in your subconscious mind. I point here because that's like my spot where I'm talking about the subconscious mind. I'll point right here. So the subconscious mind, all those beliefs that are hidden in there that's been covering your soul's light, your truth about who you really are. Like you uncover the layers of the muck and the mire of those fears. You're actually pulling the veil back of forgetfulness, right? Where your light can now shine up and inform you and cause you to become wise beyond belief. Wise and wiser and wiser, awakening after awakening after awakening, spiritual download after spiritual download, till it, you're just such a different thinker. I mean, there's just no fitting in anymore. You just have to kind of make your own way, doing the things that truly support that part of you now, and that you really enjoy doing. And people who are doing this as well, you will be attracted to those locations, or they will be attracted, they'll be in your area, wherever it is you're going. If where you are right now it is not so much like that, you will feel like an intense desire to move. And so you ask your soul, where should I go next? Point to me on the map, soul. I would say, point to me on the map, Verna, where should I go next? And so I'll be looking at the map, every area of the map, and I'll know what country I really just want to be in. And it might just be like the United States, right? Okay, I know I just want to be in the United States. Tell me if that is where you really want me to be, and then you wait for more inspiration to consider someplace in the United States, or somehow your mind's, because the soul is answering your prayer about wanting to know. Your soul will give you ideas and thoughts, like, have you considered this country or that city, that city in another country. Just something there that your mind knows your heart better than your mind. Excuse me, your soul knows your heart better than you do. Excuse me, guys. And so you may not even be aware that you really have a desire to be like in South America, or the south of France, or something like that. Next thing you know, you're starting to have ideas, and you're seeing television ads about these particular destinations of holidays, or just to live. How they show that sort of thing on the TV. If you lived here, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get started. You are discovered something very lucky, you happy kind of thing, good fortune, you're feeling carefree, you feel like you've been rewarded, you are you know, having these much bigger thoughts than you ever had before, ideas. And it might include, like, maybe there is such a thing as twin flames. I've heard about it before, so I'm ready to, you know, to look into it now and make it my reality. Because all I want to rest my soul in the milk and honey, the abundance, prosperity of this matrix, but not, it's like you're in the world, but not of the world anymore. You've heard that before. And be established in that. Established in that where spirit, because lilies are like the representation of spirit. Spirit is going to, you know, obviously, we are so connected, right? Spirit and I kind of thing. Now, that you're established in spirit, you're established in a higher dimension. You're not so much going this way if you ever really do. You might do, yes you do, but you're just like, you might be like the sixth dimension, right? And you come in, you go, you have this thought, a judgment or something, and you go, oh no, that's not who I am. You pull yourself back up again out of that thinking. Because you know it's a vicious, or it's a slippery slope. Once you can never go down to this and stay here, but you can stay here long enough to really just kind of make yourself feel crappy for a little bit before you say, oh no, that's not who I am. Because one thought leads to the next thought, judgment, and then next thought, judgment, and so forth and so on. You get what I'm saying? Pathway. Woo. Okay. And expectation. Wow. Okay. Twin flames, please, in the present day, Archangel Michael. I just looked at the clock and it was 42:22, but what was interesting, it was 2:22, which is like that portal of the 2:22 yesterday I just asked you about at the beginning of the video. Sarcophagus, coffin, and gift. Ooh. Something had to be laid to rest. Someone went into the eternal realm and was given something. So laid a certain mindset, changed your mind, laid a certain mindset down, and entered into the fifth dimension, into the eternal realms, right? That's the sarcophagus stuff. In Egypt, they not embalm you, they wrap you up like a mummy, right? They preserve you. And they give you whatever it is. It might be an ankh or something else that they put in their sarcophagus with you. And food and stuff like that they put in there with you, so that when you, you know, rise up from the body, from the soul that rises up from the body, you're in the eternal realm now, fully equipped with whatever the Egypts believed in that you needed in the afterlife. That would be a gift. Whatever you needed, gift. Lily. Mountain. You climbed a mountain. You've cut things away. All sorts of blockages and you know, obstacles. You've cut it all away. Anything that was no longer good for you, like the grass is no longer good for the soil, and you're the soil. It's time to be nourished with, you know, to be seeded and then nourished with the sun and the rain that the grass would keep you away from. You wouldn't, you know, get that benefit of the grass, of the sunlight and the rain, nurturing rains, if the grass is taking over your soil. The wheat can't grow up and be strong and be and feed us, you know, give us the nutrition and the essential benefits of eating grain, you know, in whatever form that is. Okay, Archangel Michael, love this reading. This has been already shuffled. Please give us the tea of the past with the clover. chair is empty. Someone is leaving your life. Ooh, yeah. Okay. You're feeling good. You're feeling good. Yeah. Free, right? Carefree. Present, purse. Pay attention to your finances. Okay. And near future, man. Dealings or relationship with a man. All right. Okay. This is like, I feel like I'm speaking to. I feel like I'm speaking to feminine. I do. Let's see what happens. Archangel Michael, the clover, pathway, expectation, the chair empty, someone is leaving your life. Yeah. In the past, please. What can the tarot tell us? Two of Pentacles. And what of this one? And the Three of Swords. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? You were juggled. Wanting to find balance after having heartbreak. Present day, please. The twin flames. The sarcophagus, gift, and the purse. Paying attention to your finances. The Hermit. And the Ace of Cups. And that's about soul, you know, learning to love yourself. It's like you're releasing the confines that the soul has been living in your life under all your fears and limiting beliefs. And you're learning that your soul loves you and that it's safe for you to love yourself. And it's also when you follow your heart. When you follow your heart, get ready for anything, right? Love in particular, that the divine comes in and offers you a brand new path that leads to great love. And that might just be greater love for yourself, greater love, like awakening, rising up to that higher and higher dimension of really pulling that veil back and really seeing how brilliant, how powerful you are. Now you can really do anything because this is just a game. I mean, this is an illusion. We can play it any way we want when you're a master manifester, right? You're manifesting from the belief and, you know, you operating as though you truly believe that you are unconditional love, that you are unconditional love. Then you are truly an amazing master manifester. Okay, for near future, Lily, we have the moon. So that could be the fears, or it could be like things coming out of the dark, you know, into the light kind of thing. And the Chariot. Wow. All right, so we have our story here. Give me a sec, guys. I need to reflect. Okay, so yeah, the clover is you have discovered something that made you feel very lucky to have discovered it. And it might seem like a coincidence to you, but you know, that's a past of looking back. You would see that it was good fortune actually for you. So, feminine, you discovered a path where you had certain expectations. A pathway where you had certain expectations. And we could be talking about, this is in the past, we could be talking about meeting somebody here. Feeling so like just a happy coincidence that you ran into this person in whatever way it was, however way it was that you met them. You felt like you were on the path you know, to divine bliss. Okay, let's just say, maybe not enlightenment, but you found out that meeting this person might have been like synchronistic, or it was meant to be. It was fated, right? Fated. That it was a happy coincidence. It was an unexpected rendezvous. You just, you know, you met this person and you guys hit it off so well, right? You hit it off really, really well. Things seemed to be going in the direction that you thought maybe you could expect, that the two of you would have a relationship together. Then you found out something. You found out that you had been being juggled. This person told you that they were available, but they weren't really. And as a result, they left your life. They left your life, and knowing that you had been juggled, I mean, everything you thought was true, you found out it wasn't. Like, it was like a complete 180. Everything you felt was true and seen and thought you could rely on and trust was not. It was Three of Swords. It was going to turn out to be heartbreaking for you. All right? And then you had to start doing whatever you needed to do on your own without this person, because they left your life. Someone is leaving your life. That's in the past. They left your life, so you started finding ways, you know, praying, I would say. Praying. I'm in so much pain. God, I need you. I need your help. I need you. I need your comfort. You need to find balance. So you actually took your mind, your focus from this, all of this, which is pain. That's 3D lower vibe, right? Brought it to your heart and said, please talk to me. Please talk to me. I need you right now. I need you right now. And that opened up a whole new vista of taking on new beliefs, being curious, more curious about the divine. You may start doing research, like reading and listening to CDs and DVDs and YouTube videos and stuff like that. Whatever it was, you became hungry because your goal was to heal this heartbreak, to be balanced. When you heal, when you balance, you heal. When you heal, you become balanced. You can feel juggled and therefore an imbalance. You're not balanced, so therefore heartbreak is possible. But when you want to heal heartbreak, you need to balance your heart and your mind together. And so when you're healing your heartbreak, you're balanced. Make sense? Okay? I mean, the two go together. They can't be separate when it comes to one or the other way. If you're not balanced, you could probably experience heartbreak. When you are in balance, it's just so different mindset that, just like I said before, if you don't want to be rejected, you learn to not reject yourself anymore. It starts at home, and wherever you've got that confirmed within you, in your subconscious mind, you start operating from a bright light that's coming up through you now, because you're removing the layers of limiting beliefs and lies that you've been telling yourself, that you're not worthy and all this sort of stuff. Because if you're going to be balanced and you're going to be healed, then you need to remove the lies that we tell ourselves because we didn't know any better. It's those inner child wounds, right, coming with us in our adulthood and our relationships as an adult. So then we have twin flames, okay? Somebody has dipped into, you left. It could be, okay, it could be this way. You take it however way it makes sense to you. You either, in dream state, we leave our bodies, our consciousness leaves our body, our soul leaves our body and gets into other dream experiences. just like it's in this dream, it's having an experience being you in your body. So it's a going around all without your body. And when you're dreaming, you see yourself possibly in a different body. Yeah, okay. So that's another version, another experience in the matrix of you. If you look different, you might even have the same face, but your hair is longer, different color, and you're not. Maybe if you're really thin in this relationship or dream version of yourself, you might be overweight. It's just like there's so many layers, so many different versions of who we are just in this, for this one lifetime, and then we have all those other lifetimes. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. There's so much within the hologram that one person can't possibly ever. There's this one guy, is Matthias something. I watch him on, I had watched him on Gaia.com, but I don't have it anymore. But Matthias, whatever his name is, he says he remembers all of his lifetimes, and most of them are not from this planet. I don't believe that he could possibly remember all of his lifetimes, okay? Because there would be no need for remembering every lifetime, unless he hasn't had very many. Okay, so anyways, you went into dream state and you learned stuff. You learned something about yourself, about the way spirituality works, how ascension and, spiritual downloads like wisdom coming to you and stuff like that. Or you actually are allowing your mind to rest, and like in meditation or prayer. Meditation, I would say, you let loose your ego. You lay it down, you relax your ego, because that's your ego keeping your mind very busy, chit-chatting away inside of you. You relax the ego and allow your mind to open up. And I say into that, like you open the window between thoughts. There's this thought, it comes across your mind like this, and you acknowledge it, but you let it go. But before the next one comes along, because you're in there's beta, alpha, theta, and delta. You're kind of in between the alpha and theta, where you're almost falling asleep during meditation, but you're not. You're still aware, but kind of little in and out a bit, maybe, or just super aware anyways. But it depends on how really good you are at meditating. The next thought comes along. You're not going to have as many thoughts during the alpha, theta, because beta is your active mind. Like you're awake, you're fully, you're aware of what you're doing and stuff like that. Excuse me. The next thought comes along. So that window, that gap between the thought that came across and now another one's come along, between that is where you're opened, completely open to higher consciousness, to the divine within you. That's where you're hearing the Holy Spirit speak to you. Excuse me. I have a drink of water. So it is like you are maybe practicing meditation more often, and you're opening up to gifts, your own gifts, your own spiritual psychic gifts, like clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, and clear whatever. Yes, clear thinking, clear feeling, clear seeing. Yeah, opening up your chakras, working with your chakras, cleaning your systems, your aura, your spiritual body. Your Oracke is your spiritual body, mental body, emotional body, and physical body, in that order, from top down. You may be accessing some psychic gifts as a result, and you're getting some wisdom. You're learning some things as a result of wanting to do that. You're ready. You're ready for more. You're ready for more. That brings in the milk and honey into your physical world, because you become a master manifester at that level. But this card here, it could just be that you're feeling so good that you might be trying to convince yourself that the divine has your back so much that you can be kind of be haphazard with your money. So just be careful. You don't want to be giving your money out to these gurus and stuff like that, or just going on a spending spree because you might need to buy 100 different tarot card decks and oracle card decks. You need a bunch of candles now. You need a bunch of crystals. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get so excited. Maybe I just need a whole pile more books to read. And that all costs money. And you have, your income is of course, it's not unending. It has its cycles, right? It comes in, goes, and then it comes back in again and goes. So just be careful. Don't put yourself in a position where you're going to experience fear. You're going to fear how you're going to pay for this. Now, I spent all this money. How am I going to pay for that? I've been there, done that 50 million times. So you're all in this really great feeling of wisdom and stuff like that, and the next thing you know, you got rent due and you're short $100, something like that. Okay, so just keep an eye on. This is like your manifestation. This is your worldly abundance right here that's coming to you. And even though it looks like it's your job that's paying you, it's really God paying you, because it was God that helped you get the job in the first place, right? And it's God that's helped you get the raise that you got and the more pay and the position and stuff like that. It's you being the best or better and better and better and best version of yourself that you keep getting rewarded with more and more income or positions, right? So God is saying, just go in here, do some soul searching, because this is meditation right here, hermit land, with the light of the divine coming through your crown chakra into your aura and stuff, like lighting you up from the inside out. And I literally feel like I just turn the light on sometimes, and I actually have to open my eyes, not all the time now, but in the beginning I would open my eyes to see if someone just come into the room and turn the light on, because with my eyes closed through meditation, I actually it felt like the light was on. Felt like the light in the room was on. So I looked and no, it wasn't on. It was still dark. Nobody come in. But it's about you spending time with yourself in self-love practices and routines, daily routines, all right? So that you can truly be ready and opened up to this great path of love. Great love, which includes prosperity, abundance, and wealth and well-being of all kinds, of every area in your life, relationships, work, health, your health improving. It does. When you change your mind, it's gonna change your biological makeup, because it has to, because our body is in our mind. There is nothing that's outside of the mind. There's nothing other than God. But God is, I don't like to say God's not in the illusion with us. Of course he is, because he's our soul and he's the Holy Spirit, the voice. But in reality and truth, there is only one, and so there can't be two. There can't be stillness and then non-stillness. You see what I'm saying? Activity. Physical. There can't be stillness and something else. There can only be one, and that's stillness. It always resorts back to the truth, which is oneness. No two-ness, no duality. Okay? There's not two of us, there's only one. All right, so this is what this is that you are receiving gifts because you're spending time, okay, yeah, and you're spending time connecting in the ethers. Oh yeah, there was like the other way was, okay, either meditation or you are just literally making that decision to say, I'm thinking differently now. And you haven't quite gotten into meditation yet. But I think that that's not the truth here. You have been doing whatever practice you've been doing in order for you to spend time in connection with your divinity, to receive gifts, downloads, spiritual downloads, to change your mind, to spiritually grow, ascend, enlighten, whatever you want to call it. You are going up the ladder of ascension, And you're doing that because you're spending time with God. You're listening to God's holy voice through the windows of that silence between one thought and the next thought while you're meditating. And you're not spending your money, is what I'm saying. You're spending more time in learning about who you really are to pull the veil back than you are spending in the 3D. You're spending more time in the ethereals, where this guy was prepared to go by, the ones left behind, the Egyptians. He went into the afterlife. So you're spending more time in spirit, becoming inspirited more and more all the time, and not so much in the 3D, where you actually have a purse and you have some money in it. You have finances. When you're in spirit, you don't have finances. It's all in energy. It's energy form, like the inheritance I talk about that each one of us has. The higher and higher we go, the more access we have to that bigger and bigger energy, like big money, big houses, or whatever. Maybe it's not a big house. It might be a sweet little cottage, but in some country that costs, it's high. Costs a lot of money to live there. Okay, might like Nice, in France. That might be a place that costs a lot of money to live, but you really want to go there and you want to have a sweet little place, or in Greece somewhere, being in one of those white, whatever they call them, houses, but they're right on the cliff overlooking the sea of whatever. Yeah, I don't know a lot, but it'll be a sweet life. It's that milk and honey there, because your focus is more here, and you are paying attention to whether or not you're becoming aware of when you actually dip into the lower frequencies where physical matter exists, and not spending enough time. You need to be grounded in the physical, because this body is part of Mother Earth after all. We need to be grounded here, but we need to have our thoughts more of the heart-centered thoughts of mind, right? Mind thinks. That's what the mind does, thinks. Thinking heart-centered in the 5D and higher. 3D to do stuff, but 5D and higher to think of what it is you're going to do, and you're going to do it in a heart-centered fashion. Intentions, right? Your intentions will be heart-centered. Now for the near future. I hope that made sense. That come to me as I started, explaining it. Lily, established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement. This longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, and retired. That's like the gamut, right? All good things because of spirit, because you're so in tune with spirit that you've cut away all your limiting beliefs and anyone else in your life who's trying to hold you back. It no longer served you on this path. Being a different thinker now, no longer feeling the void so bad, because you've got the void filled with God, which is God is the actual one that was missing. The heart, right, was actually the one missing from your life when we're so mind focused. Once we bring our mind up to heart, now we're filling the void that was there. So let's just say this is the void here, and this is your heart, and the mind's down here. This is the place where your mind is supposed to be. It's supposed to fill that spot right there. You bring your thoughts up to that and meet. Now you're secure, you're in partnership. The void is filled. That chair. There's another one that says, I think it's empty chair, where someone's coming into your life. You got an empty chair. There's an empty chair right here. Your heart is one chair. There's an empty chair. That's because that's where your mind was supposed to sit and rest. Right beside your heart, with your heart working together. So you've cut out everything in your life. Well, not everything, but you're in the process. In the near future, you're in the process of doing this. It's not something we just do and that's the end of it. No, we might think we're fully awakened and enlightened, but we're not. There's more to learn. But so you're going to be running into somebody, quite literally with your chariot, running into this man, and you're going to have a few fears about them. The moon, this man, dealings or a relationship with a man, and it might be The man that was, because I would say it's going to be the man that left your life back here is showing up in your near future, and you're going to be scared. I mean, you're going to be concerned because you don't know what his intentions are, in the beginning at least. But he might be telling you he wants to come and see you. All right? He might be telling you that. You cut away everything already, or you're in the process of it. This near future again. So it's not happening right this minute. But you have been working hard on yourself to cut away all that no longer serves you. And you did that from this point here where you had to walk away, leave this one behind because he just disappeared. He no longer served you. You were so happy with him, and then suddenly he just disappeared. Or he said, I gotta go, And so feeling confused and dismayed and totally imbalanced, you said, my heart is aching so bad. God, I can't feel like that anymore. I need to come balanced and feel a lot better about myself. And so this guy's coming back, dealings or a relationship with a man. Because I'm talking to a feminine here, and he brings that whole idea of not really knowing for certain what his intentions are. Is he married? You don't know. But he may be telling you that he wants to come and see you. But it's also saying you got a decision to make too about whether or not you should, re-engage with this guy again. Is he going to try and, do what he did with you back then? He can try, but let me tell you guys, you don't need to be scared or worried, because you have become so enlightened and discerning and intuitive, I might add. All this way since then, you have become so enlightened and in tune and discerning that this fear here is really not a problem for you, because you're going to get a sense of where his intentions are, what his true intentions are. They might be pure intentions, don't know, but you're going to get a sense of it as soon as you start talking to him. You will, and you'll make that decision. Now, if he's saying he's coming to see you, you'll make that decision about that from your first conversations with him. Okay? So guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's been a long reading already again. So you guys go ahead and have a great weekend, and we'll catch back up with you on Monday, okay? Take care of yourself. Bye for now.